up, everybody? Tortora and Alford hanging out with you outside of a green dome. We don't know why. And ever since Notre Dame came to town, it's been green. Apparently, maybe there was some type of agreement, right? There was some type of loss, some bet. I don't know what happened, but Syracuse losing their final home game of the season, 38-3, blown out by Florida State. We both kind of had this happening, and Florida State getting the easy victory. Got to play their backups in the second half. Got to see their backup quarterback and the crew get out there. One silver lining of this game, well, two. Garrett Schrader came back out and played. It was good to see him again. And Sean Tucker rose to 4th all-time in career rushing yards, passing Larry Zonka. So he's now in the top 4 in the history of Syracuse Orange running backs. Thoughts, sir?
Thoughts, definitely, again, we knew it was going to be a physical game. Like Florida State, it was a little bit, I ain't going to say easy, but, you know, they executed well on offense, and that's what we really need to do on our side of the ball, was execute offensively. I did thought coming into the game, like, you know, whether Syracuse was going to be able to make that touchdown. And I know we predicted like 13 or whatever our scores was. But, I mean, that just proves how tough football is late in the season. You know, teams are banged up. But, you know, they just got to find a way to come through that, fight through it, and get a victory somehow, just to ease their minds, because I know it's really eating them up inside. You know, even from the players, you can see it on their faces in the press conference that they're really taking it serious and to heart, you know, that they can't enjoy losing 4 in a row. So that's just something they're just going to have to fight through.
Yeah, you know, Michael Jones was asked, linebacker, coming out of this game, why teams have been running on him so well, and he simply said, I don't know. And, you know, you could tell that this team is frustrated, rightly so. They have not won a game in the second half of their season. They started 6-0, first half of the season undefeated, 0-4 since then, and an awful stat is the third quarter. Coming out of the second half, we talk about Syracuse and Dino Babers not making adjustments in games, and Syracuse has only scored 10 points in the last 4 third quarters. They've lost every one of those games where they have been quiet in the third quarter. They did not score against Clemson, did not score against Pittsburgh, did not score against Florida State in any of their third quarters against them, 10 points against Notre Dame. So quiet third quarter has been a big part of this 4-game losing streak, and they got to find a way to keep fresh at halftime, and if they're up, stay up, and if they're down, get some life. They've definitely struggled finding a way to kind of give themselves a spark coming out of the halftime break. Yeah,
they definitely have. And you know what? They're going to have to go on the road these last 2 games of the season, try to find a way to pull out a win. Maybe, you know, you always want to do it on senior night like we talked about. You know, that's an important win. You want to kind of send the seniors out on the right way. But they still got some, like they said, they still got 3 more games to play. You know, they just got to stay together and don't lose confidence in themselves. And just try to find a way to get themselves a victory.
They know they got a bowl game coming up no matter what, but you don't want to backpedal into it, and that was my concern right now, what this team's doing. Breaks my heart for a lot of these guys, but Michael Jones, Garrett Williams, Matt Bergeron, potentially Sean Tucker, NFL prospects coming out of this thing. So there's a lot of good to be had. Congratulations to Mike Norvell in Florida State. I've covered Mike Norvell in his 4 years at Memphis and his entire time at Florida State. Did a tremendous job, and with the win, Florida State jumped Syracuse, so Syracuse is no longer second in the ACC standings of the Atlantic Division. They're now 3rd behind Florida State, and it looks like it may stay that way. So Clemson in the driver's seat, followed by Florida State now, and then Syracuse. Mike Norvell doing a tremendous job. Dino trying to find a way to right the ship here, and this team looking to get back to things. I do want to ask fans, though, more than anything else, I know a ton of you left this game, and it was almost crickets. I was wondering if Florida State was going to start their chant. They did, and it was loud as all get out. There was Florida State fans all throughout the dome. This was the final home game. I know some of you might go on the road to Wake Forest. I know you might go to Boston College. Definitely go to the bowl game. Don't lose faith in your team. I know fans get frustrated, but there's a difference between a fan and a fanatic. A fan will be with you even when they're frustrated. A fanatic yells at you and leaves the first sign of things not going well. So you are my city, and you mean the world to me. This is Isaac's 2nd city, and so I just ask more than anything else that you love these kids up, because there's no way in hell they're trying to lose these games. So just please keep giving them your love.
Yeah, and then like you said, you got to continue to support.
With that being said, Tortora and Alford, a product of Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora from outside of a green dome that we still don't know why. We'll talk with you all soon. And as always, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, mixlr.com, facebook.com, and youtube.com/wakeupcalldt. We'll talk with you soon. God bless, no stress, do your best, and stay warm.